Hey, Marc Warnke here. They call me the Goat Guy. I wanted to give you some information that I had. So no, I get a chance to publicly get to say I stand corrected. Because of the way I try to keep sleep happening during kidding season, I don't like setting an alarm and doing the once every 2 hours, once every hour and a half, once every 3 hour, wake up, check something, walk outside, check a camera. I get horrible sleep that way. It's way better for me to just be woken up auditorily. So my solution to that was to sleep in a sleeping bag in the barn and then next to the doe that's ready to kid. And when she starts kidding, I'll hear her and she wakes me up and blam. But at the same time, I still like sleeping in my house. And not everybody digs a sleeping bag, especially when every night frost is settling on me. It was cold. So everybody kept saying, get a baby monitor. I didn't realize how sophisticated they had become. Now, you should know that I also have an entire web-based camera system and have had it on my property for 2 years. And keeping it operating has been a super pain in the butt. And it was very expensive because I had to have a computer that managed it and it was online and I can load in and all that stuff. So I wanted just really super simple. And so I went to this baby monitor, and you should know I'm certainly not recommending this model. It's just the model that I bought and now I'm trying. It was like $114, something like that. The one thing I liked about it is the camera is movable. The screen has both night vision and day. It has auditory and all that good stuff. Here's what I discovered once I installed it. Number one, my goal was to put the camera up high so that goats wouldn't mess with it. And silly, in my opinion, this has such a narrow depth of field that when I put it up there, I couldn't really see the whole barn. And to not be an automatic night vision, you actually have to have light on the surface of the camera or you can't see, because the little light that's being casted by the heating lamps are too much for the night vision, but the camera's in the dark. And so you can't see anything. So I had to redo my plan. Instead of being up there, I had to put it right here. So I put it low and then caged it in and then created a narrow depth of field so it can see out from there. And then the other thing, because it'll pan, it'll see the whole barn in here. And this isn't a big barn. This is only, I think it's 8 by 10. So it's not a monster barn. But that ended up being the solution, and it worked. And so the nice part is that the camera's there if you want to check, but auditorily you certainly can hear if a baby or if a doe's going into labor, because she's just going to start making a lot of noise. And that's what happened last night. We were cued in instantly. Auditorily, I knew what was happening. I got woke up, and then I was able to verify on the camera, yep, she's getting ready to go, and then came out and solved the problem or helped her through that process. So a couple of things that I would suggest is, again, caging it in so they can't get to it. You have to have it somewhere where your heat lamps or a light is on the camera to keep it out of night vision, because you always want a heat lamp in the kidding barn, at least I do. And I'm trying to think if there was something else critical that you should know. I'm sure there's other systems out there. I was gonna say the negatives of this side is that I can't check it on my cell phone when I'm somewhere else. And I think there's probably that level of sophistication available. This is kind of my first stab at it. But I will tell you, in kind of all the different modalities, the best bang for the buck for the proper solution, best sleep, and then be able to support your does is an audio indication that they're going into labor, because you'll hear them. But to wake up and check it every night allows for really poor sleep. And to sleep in the barn is like the next tier down. Decent sleep, but still not as good as your own bed without audio indications and then verification with the camera. So this one, again, if you want to check which model, what I've used, I'm happy with it. I will tell you that the ability to pan and to look is really a huge advantage. There may be better models out there that are less money, but we've had really good luck with this one, and this little unit's rechargeable and I can see really well. So anyway, there's kind of the whole kidding baby camera, my discovery process in that, and what we're using, and maybe some thoughts that might be helpful to you. So please remember, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the videos here on PackGoats.com. My expertise is in the realm of pack goats, but at the same time, goats in general, milking, kidding, raising babies, nutrition, current information. We are building ourselves to be on the cutting edge of all things goat, meat, milk, husbandry, companion, as well as packing. So we have courses on how to raise babies, courses on milking, courses that are in development right now on birthing. If you watch this video a year later, which you may, you might check PackGoats.com to see if our birthing course is now live, because we're filming that. That's been a really neat thing. So anyway, hope you find this helpful. Marc Warnke, the Goat Guy.